Hello and welcome back to the Haunted Haven. It's very good to see you in here today. I'm very glad that you made it. Welcome to yet another adventure into Kringle Candle land. Today in the Haunted Haven we are talking about Kringle Candle, Winter Reserve, and also the 4-wick candles. They are dropping some 4-wick candles. Before we get into that, we have some announcements in the Haven. This coming Monday, we have our Halloween Live in the Haven, our Haunted Haven Halloween special. We are all gonna get together and talk about candles, and this time we're gonna be talking about rare candles. So some of the more rare, hard to find Yankee candles that float about in the dark crevices of eBay and Poshmark and wherever else these things are found. So I'm gonna be going over some of my collection. Virgil from Virgil from SOS is going to be there with his collection. Virgil has some really cool stuff, so definitely you should check out what Virgil has. At this moment, Philly Candleman should also be making an appearance, and maybe another guest or two, depending on if we can get ourselves all together for it. And then we're gonna be having some giveaways for trivia. Virgil is gonna be giving away a couple of South of Sanity gift cards, so if you're interested in playing trivia, Halloween and Yankee Candle trivia for some Halloween goodies, then you should come to the Haven. Monday the 28th, it's 8 p.m. and yeah, it's gonna be a real good time. It's gonna be super fun, so hope you can show up there. Announcement number 2 is that we are gonna be doing Kringle Candle today, so if you see any of these candles that you like, you can use Haunted Haven as the discount code. Haunted Haven will always give you 15% on your Kringle Candle order. Also, there's some cool stuff happening on the Kringle website. I think Halloween presently is like 30 or 50% off. I can't remember the exact numbers. And also, Kringle came out with a Witch's Brew car jar thing. It's a fun little time happening over in Kringle Candle land. Launch dates. Let's go over what we're looking at today. For the Winter Kringle Reserve, it's going to be Tuesday, 10/29 at noon. And the 4-wick candles are going to be releasing on Friday the 1st, so the day after Halloween. Let's actually go over this 4-wick. So I haven't even taken this out of the box. We are doing it together for the first time here. Let's take a look-saroo, a little peek-saroo at the little nudge. Okay, hold on. I have to get some water. This smells phenomenal. I took the lid off already. Oh my God, that's so good. All right, so sorry, I'm jumping the gun here. What we've got. This one, the one that I received is Christmas. That's the one that I said was kind of my favorite out of the bunch. Let me go over which ones will be releasing. The total scents that will be released, that's gonna be Apple Cider Donut, Bourbon Bonfire, Christmas, Cozy Cabin, Blankets and Snowflakes, Sugar Plum and Myrrh, Vanilla Cone, French Lavender, and Essentials. So those are all of the scents that are coming out in the 4-wick. So I just got this one to preview with you. This is Christmas. It is going to be the Siberian Fir Needles, Cedar Wood, Musk, Sandalwood, and Wood. And this is a freaking beautiful Christmas scent. This is a ton of wax. It's heavy. The lid is gorgeous. Really nice, beautiful Kringle candle embellishment on this, but this is heavy, heavy, heavy. It just smells so good. This, I mean, if you're looking for the Christmas tree scent, can't go wrong with this. It's really, really nice. I think I will do a separate post-burn and performance review of this candle, so we're not gonna go too deep into this, but just wanted to give you an idea of where they're going with this. Now the 4-wick, the idea with the 4-wick is to give an even stronger throw than with the 2-wick candles. So you've got that much more wax pulling out, and with 4 wicks going, that much heat, that much diffusion of the oils, hopefully we are going to get something that is a super, super strong knockout candle with this. Let's see, the burn time on this is up to 70 hours. This is 32 ounces of wax, up to 70 hours of burn time. So the 2-wick candles are 22 ounces. But 100 hours of burn time. You're actually getting more wax in the 4-wick, however, because you're lighting all of those wicks at once, you're gonna actually burn through it quicker. So we're gonna do a post-burn on this. I'm gonna let you know what I think. I mean, I'm excited for this already just because of how this is beautiful, and I think if you have a larger space, this is going to be even more suitable for trying to fill that up. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but these are gonna retail for $45, whereas these, the regular Kringles are gonna retail for $32, and these reserves retail for $34. So that's our 4-wick. We're gonna do another video on specifically the post-burn and performance of this, and gonna give you more thoughts, but just wanted to make you aware. Let's get into some of these reserve candles. So this is the Winter Reserve line from Kringle. So we are, you know, potentially past Christmas, but moving into the winter months. First up, we have cinnamon and cedar. I'm absolutely excited for this one. The top on this one is gonna be wood and cinnamon. The mid is cedar and vanilla, and the base is musk and sandalwood. This sounds absolutely delightful, totally up my alley. That's a really nice, okay, so the first things first, you need to be a cinnamon fan to like this. I know that there are some people out there who are not big cinnamon fans. This is, I mean, it's in the title, so you should know. But it is a really, the wood underneath this gives it almost, I think, like an incense quality. It's not the same as a baking cinnamon. Yeah, it's really interesting because there is that vanilla in there, which it gives it like, it keeps it from going too far into, it's really interesting. The mixture of the vanilla and the cinnamon does give it a little bit of sweetness, but the way that the wood is in there, the way that cedar wood, wow. The wood and the cedar on this make it brings it into a different realm that reminds me of like something that's more along the lines of burning, something that's more along the lines of incense, something that is, it's meditative. I think I would put this in a meditative category. Cold impression, you definitely get a strong cinnamon out of this. Don't recommend it for those who are not cinnamon fans. You're gonna get that. However, it's got the wood, the cedar wood, the vanilla, the sandalwood in it, mixing in a really lovely kind of meditative, grounded way. That's another way of putting this. This would be an awesome, actually, Christmas candle for those of you who do like cinnamon and for whom cinnamon is a Christmas scent, because it is warming and comforting, but it doesn't go into, yeah, like I said, that bakery or that gourmand area. We will, I will just be straight up here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to post burns on these before the launch date. It's on Tuesday, and Halloween is this week. It's a very busy week for me. So what it's probably looking like is I'll get to these post burns after Halloween, not too far away in the future. So that's a beauty. I really like it. Cannot wait to burn this. Let's go with the next one, which is Pinecone Clove. The top is wood and spice, the mid is clove and citrus, and the base is cedar and fir needle. Interesting. How is that going to differentiate itself? So we've got, this sounds like a Christmas candle to me, though it does not look like Christmas. It's not a Christmas candle visually, but the wood, the spice, the clove, and the citrus, and the cedar and fir needle, I mean, that sounds like straight up Christmas. Whoa, but it is not. It's not Christmas. What the? That's so weird. So the fir needle, frankly, I don't smell that. On cold, I do not smell fir needle at all. Everything is really light. It's so delicate. The thing that I'm getting right now is a little bit of clove, citrus, and spice. Like I'm getting those things, but like so lightly, so very lightly. Like it's not even, I wouldn't even call the citrus like, oh, this is orange or this is lemon. It's just like you get this slight acidity. You know that what you're smelling is some variety of very, very delicate citrus. And with some spices. Can I get the wood out of that? Yeah, I think so, but I feel like the wood is kind of blending behind the scenes in a way that is just kind of tying things together. I'm having a very difficult time detecting that cedar and that fir needle though. Interesting, very interesting candle, but it smells so good and not Christmas. And I'm flabbergasted. I thought that this was really gonna smell straight up like a Christmas candle. Again, I would even put this in an incense category as well. To me, this is also meditative because it's so delicate, it's so light. The wood and the spice, oh man, this is beautiful. Dude, what am I getting out of this? What the heck is the difference between this and this, the cinnamon clove? Cinnamon clove is more cinnamon and it's brighter. There's a brighter, stronger, it's more cinnamon forward and there's just a brightness to this. There's a little bit more upbeat. This is so subtle, very subtle and even more grounded. Probably the wood is bringing this down a couple of notches. So super interesting. I like this one a lot cold, not what I was expecting at all. Let's move on to Speakeasy. They're going a lot with the wood scents for the Winter Reserve, which obviously makes a lot of sense, but all right, Speakeasy, we've got a top of wood smoke and spice, mid of tobacco and oak moss, and a base of bourbon, amber, and vanilla. So, Kringle is great with their boozy scents. I'm a fan of when they do boozy scents. Wood and boozy and oak moss, tobacco. Why do I get fruity? I'm getting fruity. Not sweet berries, but tartness, very tart. Wood, smoke, and spice, tobacco, oak moss, bourbon, vanilla, amber. I get like a tart cranberry. That is so bizarre. Wood, smoke, and spice. No, I don't get that. Tobacco? Is it tobacco? I'm no stranger to these scents either. Oak moss, bourbon, vanilla, oak moss. I think the moss is the closest I can get. Like I'm getting this a little bit of the moss. And again, I'm getting this kind of sour. I mean, maybe that's just the bourbon, but to me it's coming off as almost a berry sour. That's tart to me. It's tart. Maybe I just don't know bourbon well enough to be able to quantify it, but it doesn't smell boozy to me at all. Like I've smelled bourbon and it's not this tart. Like this just doesn't smell boozy to me. Very interesting. I'm getting a very different kind of thing than I thought I would get. I'm not getting a smokiness out of this truly, but yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts cold. Let's burn this baby up. We'll see if I get maybe something different when I light it up, but for now, I'm perplexed. Speakeasy has me perplexed. Interesting scent. Okay, spiced orange and cranberry. See, that's kind of what I would have gone for with that one, except that it wasn't orange either. So, interesting world we have. All right, spiced orange and cranberry. We have the top of berry and citrus, a mid of ginger and effervescence, and a base of spice and berry. So it's gonna be a berry and citrus. Yep, that's pretty much what it, woo! Okay, woo, wow. The effervescence, the effervescence really comes through on that. Whoa, oh my God. All right. That is inhaling champagne. This is champagne to me. Oh my God, that is bubbly. Oh my word. So interesting though. Whew. But you know when like you have that glass of champagne in front of you and if you like just have your nose over it, it goes right up there. It's the same thing. Okay, let me see if I can get something other than that impression. Yeah, it's not sweet. It's not sweet. I think it's that effervescence that's really, it makes it hard to kind of delve into this one. It's like that is just hitting me so hard. I mean, I definitely get a citrus in there for sure. The citrus is, the orange citrus, it's there. Tart berries, it's not sweet berries, it's tart berries. This is a cool candle. I really wonder, yeah, for anybody who is a berry who wants a totally different take on it than you've probably ever smelled, I cannot wait to light this one up just to see what happens and what that effervescence does when it's actually burning. But yeah, berry, citrus, spice on the bottom. I mean, I can get a little bit of that spice. Yeah, I feel like it's got that mulling spices thing coming after. The more I'm opening it and smelling it and just acclimating myself to this effervescence, the more I can get this. the sense that they were going for with this, but this is such a cool one. This, you know, this would be a phenomenal New Year's Eve candle. This would be an awesome one if you're having a New Year's Eve party. Super good. Yeah, I would suggest this without having burned it yet, but on first impressions, wow, 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 what a cool candle. All right, vanilla oak. We've got top of sandalwood and vanilla, a mid of wood and lavender, and a base of musk and tonka bean. They really went with some scent notes that I am a big fan of, so yeah, that's cool. Sandalwood, vanilla, wood, lavender, musk, and tonka. This sounds so comforting. Why am I getting sunscreen? What is that? I mean, it's not all sunscreen, but it's like, oh, lotion. That's what it is. It's like, it's giving me a little bit of lotion. Where is lotion? Maybe it's, all right. Vanilla, wood, lavender, musk, tonka bean. My guess is I'm getting lotion from this musk, tonka bean, sandalwood, vanilla mixture. And for some reason, it's going creamy in my brain. Yeah, the lavender. I think that's why it's like these are some body care. These are body care notes, and somehow the way that they are all mixing together is also giving me this creamy texture. I know this is probably sounding so strange, but wood, lavender, absolutely. The musk. Yeah, I think the wood and the lavender in the middle are really what I'm getting the most. But yeah, I'm getting this like creamy, like rich, lotiony feeling from this. It's a very nice sensation. It's very nice. It's like body care, self-care that puts me in that mindset. So it's obviously quite relaxing, quite comforting. There's something slightly acidic on the bottom that I'm getting. I don't know why. There's just a real tiny hint of that. Don't know. Interesting. Well, at any rate, kind of creamy, comforting, soft, lavender, wood, vanilla, sandalwood mixture coming off of this one. Again, this is a hard candle to describe. I'm not able to put it like, oh, if you smelled blah blah blah, it's kind of like that. Like this is very unique, very, very unique. I'll be curious to see what the other ambassadors actually have to say about vanilla oak, because it's hard for me to put my finger exactly what's happening. It's a sophisticated scent though. It's nice. It's a sophisticated profile that they have going on. All right, so vanilla oak. And our final one that we have is Volcanic Black Pine. What a cool sounding one. The top is smoked woods and bergamot. The mid is resins and vetiver, and the base is amber and fir. I'm excited for this. It sounds like it's going to be phenomenal. These are all things that I like: smoked woods, resin, vetiver, amber, fir. That sounds like it's going to be woodsy and smoky and incensey. So let's cross our little toesies. Give me a sec, I need to process that. There is something happening. It's reminding me very distinctly of something, and I can't place it, and it's frustrating the heck out of me. It's something so specific. I know I've smelled that smell before. Oh man, that's gonna bother me. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and skirt around that and see what else I can say about this. So, I think there's a cedar thing happening, which is like, I almost want to say wood chips. Like there's something in that direction where there is this tart. It's like tart in a wood direction. Does that make any sense? Gosh dang it. I really need to study more on this stuff. Resins, vetiver, amber, and fir, smoked woods, bergamot. I mean, it might be that bergamot that's giving it that tart direction, but it is so very different from pretty much anything. Certainly I've never smelled a candle like this. That's not the thing. There's a thing in the real, natural world. It's like tart and wood mixed together, that makes sense because the top is bergamot and smoked woods. I don't know if anybody has ever done something like taken copal and put that onto a burning coal. There is a bit of that happening here. The fir is quite difficult for me to detect. I am really trying to get this scent down because there's something special happening with this candle. There really is. So I'm drinking some coffee. I'm trying to clear myself out. and go back in. I think it's the, you know what I think it is? What makes this candle very interesting is because it's got that, I think it's that vetiver combined with the bergamot and then the smoked woods and the resins. Like, this is a very interesting symphony. It's a mashing of things that makes this very interesting. Now, Volcanic Black Pine, I'm confused again by the name and the concept here, because the fir on the bottom, unless the smoked woods on the top is a specific type of, okay, this is pine woods or something like that, I don't get a pine out of this. I am getting something that is very conceptual, but a mixture of resins and the bergamot and vetiver. Certainly something that's been lit on fire. Like if they're going for that burning resin or the burned woods, like there is a post-burn quality to this. And the more I'm smelling it, the more the amber is actually even starting to come out and give it a little bit of that. Again, I'm gonna go back to this analogy of lotion, that there's a little bit of that creaminess coming from that. But certainly there's a brightness from the bergamot. There is this smoked woods quality. I don't get pine out of this. I get the vetiver, I get the bergamot, I get a smoky, has been lit on fire thing, and I get the creaminess of the amber. Like I said, I've never smelled anything like this. I have to give it to Kringle. In this collection, there are some really interesting blends, things I would never have thought up or have never smelled before, certainly. So very, very cool on that end. What on earth is this candle? I don't know. Yeah, and then when I back away and I smell it again, God, I really want to know what that memory is. I'm gonna have to look at the other ambassadors' reviews of this and see what they say, because maybe somebody's able to conjure up the actual object that this is making me think of. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that this is a thing that I've smelled before, but I don't know. At any rate, very interesting candle. Can't wait to burn this one, see what else comes of it, and maybe as I burn it, my memory will flip through the files and conjure up the thing that corresponds with this. What a very interesting group of candles here. So there you have it, everybody. I'm so afraid to carry this one with one hand because it's so big and heavy, but it's so cool. So keep an eye out for this post-burn, separate from the Winter Reserves. If this was your first time, please stick around, join us, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, do give it a like. That helps me, that helps the channel so much. I appreciate you being here and can't wait to see you soon. Bye.